tonight or
Yeah.
or D&D?
Magic.
Okay. Will she be there?
Which, huh?
Will she be there?
Probably not. I've not. I've given up hope of any opportunity to meet a woman that's attractive and is into Magic the Gathering. Or at least in this state.
It's a tall order, man.
It's really not like because I don't know.
Well, yeah, in this state,
correct.
it is
Yeah,
a tall
that
order.
is a tall order. I'm gonna have to just move to Los Angeles, I guess, because that's where all the hot bitches that like anime and Magic the Gathering are.
Well, that's where when you have a population of however many million, you're gonna get a diverse cast of characters. Whereas when you're in the Midwest,
They're all pretty monotone.
Basically
the same.
If you're watching on YouTube, look at the screen. This is what you get in Midwest Nebraska. This is about it.
This is what it looks like.
Except for usually more fatter. Like we're
Yeah.
pretty.
We're actually on
actually
the
pretty
lighter end,
looking good.
more lean.
I would say I'm not. But I am. I've gotten lean this week. I've been fasting for Holy Week.
Oh
yeah? It's not beer.
Have you felt holier?
Yeah, I have.
Ramadan?
It's not beer this time. I still. We need because
We've already given that up this year.
There has to be a little bit of celebration that comes with Holy Week. So but I've fasted breakfast and lunch. So I don't eat until dinner time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I feel pretty good. Like I get a strong.
I mean, that's basically like a 24-hour fast.
Yeah. So it's
that's pretty good.
I get a real strong craving at like 1 or 2 o'clock. Do a little bit of praying, look at the Bible, everything. It goes away. It's gone. The spirit alleviates.
Whenever I fast, the only craving I get is for the word of Jesus.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
that
okay.
overtakes the physical craving of food.
Look at Tim's face.
I'm listening.
Tim, you know intermittent fasting is actually healthy.
It's actually very healthy.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
No, it is. Look at. God damn it, Tim! You're gonna have to make me fucking.
We
show
were-
you.
I
I'm
believe
sorry
it.
that I have to show
I
you
believe
science.
you.
Science now.
I
Science.
believe you. I just okay.
It's just interesting that religious
Well,
people were the ones that kind of started that.
Yeah. Okay.
Tim, you okay
Well,
today? You seem a little spicy today.
Well,
You
I
seem
just
a
got
little-
pissed off because I just got done doing my taxes and then they
You
they
owe money.
No,
Oh.
they rejected it, and so I had to go back and redo it
why-
again. Even because this is my second try doing it because I tried to do it through H&R, and their software fucked up and wouldn't let me finish. And now I did a different one, and they fucking rejected it. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. So pissed.
The government's withholding your money. That's what's going on.
It's pissing
Unless
me
you owe
off.
money, then it's
No, I was getting stuff back this year. That's probably why it's such a pain in the ass.
Yep. Yeah, it's real easy and smooth when you owe them money.
I'm just saying, like I always have somebody else do my taxes because on average they will almost always get you more money than if you would do it yourself.
Well,
Yeah.
I pay the software to look for that shit for me.
Yeah.
I can do it myself. I have all the
Don't
things
Just
to
get a
do it,
person.
but-
Yeah, just get a person.
I did my own taxes my first year I ever turned 18. Had my first job. My dad's like, "Do your taxes," and I'm like, "Okay, so this is what adults do." Did it. Boom. Oh, $100, and I'm like, "Not doing this again. This is a mistake."
Yeah, but you haven't done your taxes since.
Yeah, I haven't- not even through anybody else. I just straight up haven't done taxes
Yeah.
since then.
The IRS has just been on your been looking for you, but you're so off the grid.
They can't even find this podcast.
Yeah.
They have, and that was funny. Like with I think it was the first year my wife and I were married. The first year we got some back, but it was very menial. And she was like, "Oh, she's like, I'm so upset." I'm like, "Why are you upset?" She's like, "Well, last year I got however many thousand or whatever." And like the first year I owed money, so I expect nothing every single year.
The year after you get married, you get a bump. But then after
And
that,
when you have kids,
yeah.
I've been
That's why you were like, yeah, let's do it.
got kids, getting married,
pumping 'em
buying houses, like all the money's raining on top of me.
But I mean, we're not going to look at how much money you spent, on
And
the kids
diapers and
yeah,
formula and all that good
land
stuff.
tax and property tax, all that stuff. We're not going to look at that.
It's easier
It's
just to look at that fat paycheck I get once a
just
year.
a one check that you get once a year.
Like it's all worth it.
Oh yeah.
That's how finances work.
Yeah.
It is dangerous because that's how I failed so hard. I shouldn't say I failed. I did. No, I straight up failed. I had some sort of financial class in college I straight up failed out of. I can't think of money without thinking black and white. It just does it. For some reason, my brain, and it's probably because of how stupid I am with math, but looking at money, it's either I have this or I don't have this. If you try to talk about inflation, percentages, investments, in one ear, right out the other.
You know what utils are? Utils?
Nope.
It's a unit of measurement, measuring utility, the utility of your money. But the thing is that it's a subjective measurement, which I never understood. So this is what I've learned from my economics class back at the prestigious UNL, with a gentleman who he is now on like the board of some crazy good economic college on the East Coast. But
Smart fellow.
yeah,
Smart fellow.
super smart guy. Kind of a dick. He was a bit full of himself. Like I
like
know
most
more.
professors.
It's true. It's the left wing.
No, what it is professors have this like they graduate, they put in all this effort and money into getting a degree, and then it's not applicable to the real world. So then they find a job in which that knowledge is applicable, in which is then reteaching other people, and therefore since they were the cream of the crop and learning it, they now think highly of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
There definitely is a professor syndrome, I would say, in all colleges, even at the JUCOs, man. Those guys, it's like, dude, you're like, I had to tell somebody one day to pump the brakes. It's like, bro, you're professing at a community college. You are below high school teachers.
I
okay?
will say there is one professor that is very humble and very, I think, genuine. And for one, his like I said, his view of himself, but also the content that he puts out, which is the professor from the Tolarian Community College on YouTube, which is all about Tolarian Community College.
What is Tolarian Community College?
So Magic the Gathering
Uh.
has a.
You should have known this.
Always.
And in
Always.
And in the
Vince
story,
we need to do something about this because you are inhibiting the podcast because
am I
your
inhibiting?
mind is literally a one-track mind to only one thing and one thing only: magic. Everything you do, everything you think about, somehow ties back into magic, and it's getting stale for the listeners. You need to branch
has
out.
anybody told you this?
Yes, they've sent me private messages. They've DM'd me
Because they're
saying,
too scared of me. It sounds that's understandable.
they're
actually.
scared, it's
no,
like-
they're terrified of me
no, it's like we
because
just,
they know that if you talk shit about magic in front of my fucking face, I might cry.
He's looking at the camera there.
Yeah,
Yeah, he'll cry. He'll be offended.
yeah.
He'll be very upset. But it's you have to for your improvisation skills in the podcasting realm, you have to be able to branch out a little bit more instead of tying anything we're talking about back into one central location.
But it's all like
It would work. if
It's
this
all
was a
magic. That's the great thing about Magic the Gathering. It's all encompassing.
It would work if this was a magic podcast.
I mean, we've kind of divulged from what we originally thought this podcast would be into who the fuck knows what. And so I'm trying to give it some direction, and you guys are fighting against the current.
And your direction is going to lead you to
We
being
just-
fired.
Yeah. We just have to submit to the magic.
I'll get you guys into it.
What
And
is
then
the
we can-
university called?
It's called. It's just a YouTube channel.
Okay,
But it's the name of his YouTube channel is the Tolarian Community College because in the
more humble
universe,
than real professors.
Oh well, so he used to be an actual English instructor because you're not a professor when you're at a community college. I'm sorry, but he used to work at a community college as an English instructor, and then he was just like, I don't know.
This is boring.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go play
Yeah.
magic for a living.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a professor at the University of Nebraska for my economics, which I dropped out of because I was failing miserably. But she was so pretentious, like she wouldn't teach anything. Like before test, she's like, you just need to know this. And we're like, okay, what, help us out here. She's like, okay, you can't just memorize the formulas. It's not going to work that way. And then one guy's like, all right, can you walk us through it without the formulas? She's like, well, you just know the formulas and you'll be all right. And we're like, why am I paying you? And then the best was the professors who like took at the university who took attendance. And they're like, do you know how much money I'm paying you? If I don't show up, that's my fucking problem. I don't need you sending me emails because I'm not showing up to class. I'm paying you, not the other way around. That always really bothered me.
Yeah. I don't know. I had a history teacher at SEC, and he wrote a book.
Southeastern
And-
Community College.
Yeah.
He wrote a
And-
book.
Yeah, and
My kinda
he
guy.
He made you like you had to do.
You had to
like,
read
a
his
pa-
book?
You had to read his book and do like a paper on the book.
All right, I'm
and
gonna
then,
make you guys do that with my book. You guys need to read my book and then do a live audio report on the podcast.
What if you don't like what we have to say?
I don't care.
Tyler, your
My thin, fragile ego.
yeah, be able to like your ability to take criticism.
When have I not taken criticism? Tim,
Tyler,
we open the door, get that dog out of here.
A nice cameo from Clark.
A rare cameo.
I mean, I'm not gonna be able to just pinpoint a single time where our criticism of your
Because it hasn't happened.
Tyler, come on,
What?
you're terrible. I'll tell you, you're terrible at improv. Okay,
Why am I
supposed to be a bit, and it's yes,
yeah, but
and
I can't take the bit because you are personally attacking my ego, which is foolproof. Which has been foolproof from the
you
beginning.
attacked me and my love for Magic the Gathering.
Because it's warranted. Any criticism I have is not warranted. It's a fallacy. Because you can't pinpoint a reason to how fragile it is.
Because there's so many. There's
Because
innumerable
this
times
moment right
where
here
it's
is
like,
not an example of how fragile my ego is. You all right, Tim? You still upset about? Do you need to leave? Do you need to go do your taxes?
No,
I mean, it's due Monday.
Tim,
when,
you have
when this podcast releases, those taxes are due.
Yeah, well, I'll do it when we get done, but I'll go home and do it. It's so stupid.
Thank you for
Fucking
your
hate it.
sacrifice. We appreciate you.
So stupid.
Damn U.S. government.
I literally sat on hold for like an hour and a half with the first program I was trying to figure out because there was stupid error that I couldn't get rid of. Nothing was wrong with it. Waited an hour listening to stupid hold music.
Tim, your
And then
age
I
is just
switched
bleeding through the microphone.
And so I switched to a different program. And it went fine. And
Is
now
all-
this!
Is all this costing you money too? Are these
Oh,
programs
yeah.
costing you money?
Yeah, you have to pay in order to get a certain credit that they found. Like, oh, you got to pay for this? No, it's such a fucking scam. Like, for anybody making less than $100,000, the government should just send you either a check or a bill. Like, you shouldn't have to do
like
anything.
any other first
Yeah.
world country.
Yeah. No, but because of the tax programs who lobby against that sort of thing, you have to pay them $50 in order to find your money, and then they
imagine
then they
how much
charge
you have to pay H&R Block.
Yeah, it's H&R Block TurboTax is the biggest one actually on fighting it, and that's the one I ended up using because apparently I already had an account with them. And yeah,
The gentleman from The Daily Show, the new one, not Jon Stewart. I can't remember.
Trevor Noah.
Trevor Noah.
Gotcha.
I know he's like advocated for. There's a free tax program that he advocates for.
I was looking
and,
at that.
Yeah.
Because H&R,
Well-
because I'm having some serious tax issues too. There was some like COVID house program things that they dropped the ball on last year, so that we redid it this year. We went to H&R Block to pick it up, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we lost it." Oh,
Thanks.
Okay. How much? What did I pay you for?
yeah, no, it's. Anyways,
Yeah, no,
Enough
Tim, I
about
love it. I
tax-
love
enough
you
about
getting
taxes.
angry about the government. That's what we need more of.
I'm not angry at the government. I'm angry at the programs
Of course.
that you have to go through.
The
in order to
you're not
get
mad
your
at
money.
you're not mad at the people who stole your money.
Yeah.
You're mad at the people who
The people pocketing the money from those
Well,
lobbyists
because
that
this
you're
year
getting
I'm
so
not
upset
mad
about.
because they owe me money. So yeah, no, God,
They only owe you
It's
money
the-
because
it's the
they
middleman that I'm
they've already
pissed on.
they've already stolen it from you interest free. So yeah, it's a happy time here at the Garage Talk Podcast. It's Easter. It's tax season. Love is in the air. Joy is in the air, and that's where we're at right now. And the beers are going down.
The beer is flowing.
Tim, we have some cold ones in the fridge.
these are cold. These are like ice cold.
I did pull them out of the fridge at Russ's, so shout out Russ's.
Thank you, Vince, for
Looking for a promo from Russ's. That's what
No, I hate Russ's.
advertise. Actually, I do too.
I've actually sent in a letter to our senator asking to demolish that building and put up a Hy-Vee.
Russ's. The thing is that it doesn't matter what goes there, but Russ's does attract the oldest, slowest people in the city. And every time I go into a Russ's, there's 3 people who are 80 or older and pulling out all the change from their fucking purse or wallet.
That's
or
why you got
whatever.
to go to the self checkout because nobody uses.
They
those.
don't know how. On my job, I deliver to a Mr. Good Sense. I don't know if that's a national chain or if it's a more of a local.
Regional.
The sandwich
regional?
place?
Yeah.
It's just called Good Sense. There's no Mister.
It used to be Mr. Good Sense.
They've dropped the Mister.
Yeah.
since.
It's very, very progressive of them. Good for them.
Yeah.
Now
Good,
it's-
good
now
sense
it's-
is
it's-
non-binary.
It's their Good Sense.
Yeah.
now.
Good Sense is non-binary. For
I think
sure.
they're just in Lincoln and Omaha. There might be one in Kansas. Or
So
used-
okay,
used to be,
so out of St. Louis,
anyway.
there's Good Sense is it's a sandwich shop, Subway, Jimmy John's.
Yeah, they do
Does
pasta
Quiznos
and
still
soup
exist?
too. I think there's one Quiznos left.
One Quiznos. They're like the Blockbuster. There's one Blockbuster left, and there's one Quiznos left.
There used to be those like all over too. Like every mall,
What happened?
every strip mall had a
This
Quiznos.
is why I don't understand life. I don't understand business. How does Quiznos fail but Subway succeeds?
Yeah, I like Quiznos.
Where's the
they were the
disconnect?
toasted sub guys. Like it was pretty good.
$5
Wasn't
foot
too
long,
bad.
dude.
Yeah,
That's what you got to do. Anyways,
no such thing anymore.
Sorry, you were delivering to Good
Anyway.
Sense.
yeah. And unfortunately, I was running a bit late doing my deliveries, and so it was about lunchtime. I don't understand what the appeal is to a sandwich shop, of any sandwich shop. It's a sandwich.
You don't like sandwiches?
I love sandwiches, but
Mhm.
to pay, $10 for a sandwich,
$1 an inch.
Yeah.
essentially.
Well, Jimmy
I
John's
don't-
Jimmy
I
John's
don't-
gotten pretty expensive too. 'Cause
That's-
I
that's
love,
what I'm saying.
I love Jimmy John's, but I can't get a sandwich there without paying like $9.
right? And you could just
$8-9.
make a sandwich at home for like
But
$1.
it somehow doesn't taste as good.
Yeah.
I will say my wife does make a mean sandwich. It's
I was
it
very.
has to- it
that
has
seemed
to be-
very misogynistic.
I don't
of
need it.
you.
I don't mean to be misogynist or sexist, but she has some sort of magic because I'll make a sandwich with all the same ingredients and somehow it's not as good. I don't know.
It's the
I don't know why.
love.
It's
Maybe
love,
that's what it's love.
and you'd hate yourself. Okay. Anyways,
I think we're going somewhere with that. That's true. Maybe
Well-
I need to love myself more in order to eat better.
there you go.
Because like when I cook for my kids, food's great. I love the food that I eat when I cook for them.
Aw,
But if it's just me cooking for myself,
that was
it's like
very sweet.
this is kind of shitty. If I were single, I'd probably be dead.
But anyways, I just don't. Yeah, I don't understand because the place. Every time I go there and it's like around lunchtime, it is packed. Just the parking lot is just full, and I'm very confused as to why that is. And then also their drive-through is also packed, which they've also changed. Good Sense has also changed like how their drive-through works. They no longer have.
screen.
Yeah,
Oh,
and watch. It is cool, but it's super funny
It
to
takes forever.
It's super
though.
funny to watch somebody in the Midwest,
Old people.
Nebraska.
old people.
No, I'm just saying like.
Tim must have
It
really
would be
struggled
way-
with this touchscreen.
No, I did. Like it is way It is way faster to tell them what you want than it is to punch it because it took forever. Really, I don't know if it was like a old.
Tip your servers, folks. This is what they do every day.
I don't know.
Multiple
like
times.
it seemed to take me like 5 minutes to get through that screen and through everything when it would have taken like 30 seconds to tell them what I wanted because just for like one sandwich or whatever. It's just I don't know. What are your thoughts, Vince?
It's literally an IQ test for like old people.
Sorry, Tim. You should have known that's where this
that
was
isn't
going.
the issue.
I'm not saying that-
figured
I'm not
out-
saying that
I
you're
figured. I figured. I mean, I knew how to do it. It just seemed like it was really, really slow.
Oh, for sure. But no, I was delivering stuff into this Good Sense, and there was an older lady. For one, she pulled up way too far away from it, so she had to have like her door open
She's
to do
using
it.
her cane to
She-
stick out the window to,
Yeah.
to hit the touch screen.
Her walker. That's why she was having such trouble. Kept pushing multiple buttons on it.
The tennis ball was. She had $100 order by the end of that.
And it's so they must have like just a like, can I talk to a person sort of thing? Because
Speak to a representative.
yeah,
Speak to a human.
and it's so fun because like the people there, man, I could tell they hate lunchtime because they are so busy for no good reason.
Well, okay,
it's
so what-
sandwiches,
yeah, but what
man.
it-
I
but
don't
what it
get
is,
it.
they're
There's literally
good,
there's
though.
a Wendy's next door,
There's a-
way better.
Freshly sliced.
Yeah, no,
meats
listen.
and
There's an
cheeses.
explanation for all this, and it kind of branches out further than sandwich shops. But COVID really was a booming business for fast food chains. I mean, like if you go to Raising Cane's during lunch hour, the line wrapped around the building like once and a half, and it's just like, I would never wait for
That was
any of this.
before COVID.
Yeah,
Like,
it's insane.
but-
I was trying to blame something, but yeah,
Yeah.
I don't understand it because if I have to wait more than like 4 minutes at a restaurant or at a fast food place, I'm out.
Yeah,
I don't care what it
because
is.
it's called fast food.
Yeah, it's
Not waiting line.
it's really strange, and I think it because there's also this like kind of infatuation of love. Like if you talk to somebody who's very passionate about Chick-fil-A, Like they'll go off about Chick-fil-A. It's like, okay, calm down. It's fast food. Like
Yeah.
the chicken sandwich tastes good. I like a Chick-fil-A sandwich. But let's pump the brakes. I'm
Popeyes
not
is
waiting.
better.
I'm not waiting for 15 minutes.
Burger King's chicken sandwich is better.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
KFC's chicken sandwiches.
Wendy's chicken sandwich. is bomb.
Popeyes.
So for me, like
KFC.
Dude,
and
that's
Popeyes
what we
are the
should have
top
done for
spicy
our
chicken
fucking
sandwich.
Bracket
Bracket
is
chicken
chicken sandwiches. Ooh, that's
sandwiches.
good. Because people get heated about chicken sandwiches. Like
Which is weird.
I can already see you getting a little fired up, Vince. Because like I don't think Popeye's chicken sandwich is that great. It's good.
Holy shit.
But see that.
Holy
but that.
shit.
But saying
You've
that
lost
kind of.
so you've lost so much respect for me.
Well, sorry.
I won't break
The
this,
closest Popeyes to me that
I
I've
will
ever
s-
had is like ghetto.
Maybe they're all ghetto. That's just like kind of the like thing
yeah,
of it's
what
like
do you-
Waffle House. You don't go to Waffle House for the atmosphere. You go there because the food's really fucking good.
Yep.
But
Popeye's chicken is a
but I don't
shiz
trust
mess.
poor people.
So do you just not good? That's all fast food employees are poor. Because most of them are either like young people or just like
Yeah, but like Wendy's and Taco Bell, they put on the illusion that their building's nice and they have stand-up citizens working.
Taco Bell.
It does. I went to the Taco Bell down here close to my house, and it was like
And then you see the person
nice
that,
young.
and then you-
No, it was nice young strapping teenagers working there in a nice clean building. I couldn't believe it.
the one on O Street.
Yeah,
Yeah, the one on West.
Every time I've gone to that one on
upgraded.
O Street, the guy that serves me, nice guy.
they've remodeled and they've gotten rid of that nice guy.
Because he did not look.
He looks like somebody who would work at Taco. Okay,
Yeah.
this is we're getting really
Little
offensive. here. I don't.
classist.
Yeah, I am a bit classist.
Tim is very
especially
uncomfortable.
especially when you're not that above the class.
Excuse
Me,
me?
I am. Are you
Yeah,
kidding
we're-
me?
You may not be Tim. Vince and I are much higher above that class.
Now we're putting Tim down for it.
Uh-huh.
This is why men shouldn't talk about like their jobs and stuff, because it's just like a way to perpetuate the classistness in America. Ain't that right, Tim?
Yeah.
But we should talk more about how much money we're making, because then we can, as workers,
Use it. Yeah,
use it as leverage.
The stipulation of not saying how much you make was perpetuated by
Big
the upper
corporations.
class, by big
Yeah.
corporations, because they don't want you coming together and unionizing to get fair wages. I think I've told the story in the pod. Have I told the story in the podcast about when I asked Tim how much he made?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't say it again. He got real nervous when I was working with him one summer and asked him how much he made. He's like, "Ugh."
It's because he's still small town Nebraska,
Yeah.
but he's like he's so conflicted.
It's okay, Tim. I'm not going to use it against you.
He's
Yeah.
gonna
I was
use
just
it
curious.
against. He's gonna use it against whoever you're working
Yeah,
for.
I'm
so
just
that
going to
he
use it
can-
against your friend.
Yeah.
Well, now I don't have anybody to ask me that question since I'm the only fucking employee of my company.
Well, it's probably
Holy
because you're
cow.
getting pissy and being rude to everybody who asks you how much you make. I'm like, well, I'm out of here. This guy's
Now you
mean.
need to ask for a raise
No.
though.
yeah.
If there's only one employee, I mean, might as well
Yeah.
just be getting
Tim,
all the
you
money.
should- you-
I am
unionize
my-
yourself.
I am my union, but
You just go up to your boss. Hey,
Pay yourself for your union dues.
I talked to my union rep, and he said, and he just slaps you.
Yeah.
You're not union, boy. Go back out there and get to work.
It's funny.
You hear?
So I have some controversial talking points.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, good.
I think we'll get.
Well,
very,
good, because we just spent the first 20 minutes
Well, except
talking
we're-
about the same things that we always talk about.
I think we'll probably be just circle jerking each other some more about it. But
Okay, can I interject real quick before
of
we
course,
get started?
Of course, you always do.
Going back to our roots, I wanted to fix some poorly insinuated notions that we made last week about the USFL,
Oh,
because we kind of were shooting from the hip, decided we're just going to pick teams willy-nilly based off colors or whatever we wanted to do.
you want to redact who you picked because they suck.
No, I need to redact who Tim picked for him.
Because they whooped your team's ass.
No, because they don't play till tonight. So
Okay.
I'm changing my team to the Michigan team.
That's my
The
team.
Panthers.
The
Well,
Jet-
I'm changing because they have the great coach of Jeff Fisher.
Jeff Fisher.
So I am now a passionate fan of them. Also, who'd you pick, Tim?
I thought we couldn't have same teams. I thought
think
that
I
was like the whole
switched-
point of it.
I think I switched the Stallion.
Oh, you switched it for
we
me.
had to
Is
switch.
that
Well,
what you're
I'm
doing?
switching it for him. So what?
No,
here's
for
the
me,
deal.
because I picked the Michigan Panthers first.
Okay, well, we can have the same favorite team.
But that makes it no fun. None of us had the same.
Who picked
NFL
who picked
team.
the New Jersey Generals? That was you, right, Tim?
Yeah, but then I switched to the Stallions.
Okay, good, because the New Jersey Generals head coach is Mike Riley.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We want them to
Whoops.
burn.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to redact that for Tim and
I
myself.
felt that. And then I
He in the moment he knew the
Who-
universe
Who's the
vibrated
head
at
coach
him.
of the Stallions?
Some guy I've
Nobody.
never heard of.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got it pulled up right here. The Stallions. They're the Birmingham Stallions head coach is Skip Holtz, who is, I believe, the grandson of Lou Holtz. His name's Lou. Skip's his nickname because he didn't want to follow his dad. Yeah, his dad is Lou Holtz. It's Lou Holtz's son.
Is he Louis Jr.?
He's Louis Leo Holtz Jr.,
Oh, okay.
but he goes by Skip.
Skip. From Birmingham.
Hopefully,
I'm a head coach
he's-
of Birmingham Stallions.
I wonder if he talks like Lou Holtz.
Hey,
We're
yeah,
just Birmingham
hold on.
Stallions.
Well, when you're 100 years old, okay, guys, it gets hard to talk.
Yeah, this guy's pretty old too. He's born in '64. He's almost 60. So anyway, I just wanted to make sure that none of us were cheering for the New Jersey Cavaliers or whatever they're called, Generals.
Generally
Because
bad.
I just want you to know that we do not support Mike Riley on this podcast, and if you are affiliated with this podcast, you do not support Mike Riley either.
And if you do, you can leave.
You leave.
Show yourself out.
Get
the
out,
fucking
get out
door.
that door right now. If you're on YouTube watching, exit.
So are we
If
gonna?
you're listening to the podcast, turn it off.
So I guess me and Tyler are just gonna be ganging up on Tim now for when the Panthers play the Stallions.
Might as well.
You guys get the same team?
Yeah,
That's what I said. Tim, I'm on your side.
I'm vetoing you. I'm taking the Panthers. If you want to stay on the board, you're more than welcome. But I'm just telling you, I'm cheering for Jeff Fisher. I love that man.
He picked first. I wanted the Panthers anyway. So
Okay,
are
we-
we
how
just
about
gonna
we're
be
all just
all?
Panthers?
This is gonna be a Panthers podcast.
We're all, this is a
We're
Michigan
only gonna
Panthers
talk
podcast.
about the Panthers now.
Until
You've
Jeff
already
Fish-
shot down
I mean,
Magic.
I don't have the same love for Jeff Fisher you do, but I mean,
Well,
he
you
is
should.
A,
He drafted Aaron
he
Donald.
is he is a guy I know. Yeah, I guess. It's true,
Ipso
but
facto, if
yeah.
it weren't for Jeff Fisher, Rams don't win the Super Bowl this year.
All right,
Guaranteed.
that's it. We're all Panthers fans. I
We're,
guess.
this is a Michigan Panther podcast. I'm
I
glad we're on the
don't
same
know.
page.
Hate Jeff Fisher. It's like he just kind of really,
Choose your next
really
words wisely.
He really didn't do that well at the end there.
He set your team
Yeah.
up for success. He
He
built,
did.
He built
He
the
did,
foundation
but-
of the Rams.
But his
The Rams are nothing
I think
without
it,
Jeff Fisher.
I think it was Todd Gurley said that his playbook was like junior high football. So
Hey, simplicity is sometimes the best.
Yeah.
Best
yeah,
option.
but he got the players. Yeah, I'll give him that. And then
And when you got the
now-
good players,
now we have
why
the-
do you need
the
a crazy
all-holy
playbook? You just run down
Sean
the fucking
McVay.
throat.
But
Yeah, if the players were instead of hey, you middle school, if they were dedicated to the system, they would have had more success. If they were just
Trust the system.
trust the process.
There you go. That's what it is.
he didn't know what to do. with
Okay, you
Jared
can't
Goff.
be a Michigan Panther fan if you're going to come in here with slander against Jeff Fisher.
Okay. Well, hopefully he has
Guess he's sticking this.
a better
The
quarterback than
Stallions.
Jared Goff then. So
Yeah, he has
that's
Paxton
the
Lynch.
only-
They were really
Careful.
Anyway, I just wanted to clear up the air from last week. USFL starts if you're watching on YouTube live. It
You
starts
know what?
tonight, Saturday.
Us in entrenched Panthers fans, like ones that have been there since day one, we accept you. Okay, we want all the Panthers. fans.
Hop on the bandwagon now.
Yeah. No, I'm talking to you. I've been
I
day one.
I was a Panther fan before you ever
You
were.
had to redact your choice.
I was confused. I thought Jeff Fisher said he was coaching the team down south. It was my mistake. I just had the wrong terms in my head, the team name.
I would never mistake that. When I was picking my team, I would have never mistake that.
Well,
because I'm a real fan.
Jeff Fisher was looking at coaching a couple different teams, so
It's
that's kind of
okay.
where
You can have some tendencies towards your Seattle.
day one starts today. So
Childhood.
we've been here since day one, all together. Besides Tim, because
Besides that, I guess he's not wanting to hop on the bandwagon.
I don't have anything yet. I mean,
Sounds
just
like
Tim,
you do,
you've
Tim.
brought up
that-
several
that
things
he
you have against him.
tanked his last season.
You called
got
him
fired in the
you
middle.
called his playbook a middle school level.
That's what
playbook.
Todd Gurley said.
I've never heard that.
And Todd Gurley's not good.
He has one good
What a
year.
taste of Jack Johnson.
I mean, I'm kind of
Yeah, his
I'm kinda
knees
with
failed
Vince.
him.
Okay,
How many Super Bowls
His
does Todd Gurley
knees
have?
failed him. He ran that team to the Super Bowl,
One
but
year.
his knees could
and he
not
didn't run them.
handle it.
CJ
And again-
fat CJ Anderson ran them to the Super
The
Bowl.
regular
My
season.
Because Todd Gurley
boy,
wasn't
CJ.
there.
That's what the Rams do. They just take everybody from Denver that was ever good because fucking John Elway is a piece of shit.
Turns them into superstars.
Yep.
Playoff superstars.
Pretty much.
Russell Wilson, future Rams quarterback.
Yeah, have fun with that. I mean, he has to go to Denver first, but
I don't think I'd
Okay,
hate it as much
Vince,
as you. But
On to the controversial
Oh,
news
yeah.
you wanted to read.
Yeah.
like I
So
said, I think it's
looking
just going to
forward
turn
to all
into.
that.
I think it's just going to turn into a circle jerk with the three of us. So I don't know if.
I'll play devil's advocate.
No, you won't. I know you won't because we've talked about
I feel
this.
this passionately about this. Okay, go
Okay.
ahead. Give me the news.
So I'm sure you probably know. Well, Tyler, I don't know if you know him. I'm going to be butchering this name. He's regarded as one of the best directors of our time.
Okay, then I know him.
He's a Japanese director.
Yeah. I just can't pronounce his name.
Hayao Miyazaki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's done works like, what's it called?
He
The
did
Howling Castle. He's done.
He did Seven Samurai, right?
No, he's done mostly animated
Oh, okay.
movies.
Ponyo, I
Princess
think.
Mononoke.
He did Spirited Away, right?
Spirited Away.
Away,
That's
yeah,
the one
yeah,
I was
yeah.
thinking of. Yeah. Anyways, amazing director. I'm not a big fan of his movies. They're a little too artsy.
Really, that's
fartsy.
the only Japanese animation I love.
I get it
is
because it's artsy
Raymars.
fartsy and there's no action and it's boring. I
Yeah,
get it.
Vince is a big action guy.
Yeah, I want punching and stuff, which he hates. Again, me and Hayo probably wouldn't get along with the same sort of thing. And I
If
think,
you were paying you would.
Huh?
If you were paying you to be in his movie, you would.
well, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't get
So-
along with his view on
So
film. but-
he probably also thinks that Attack on Titan is way too fucking weird.
oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways,
He probably thinks it's shallow, if I had to guess.
yeah. So
Not
yeah.
to speak for him.
Well, no, you pretty much hit the nail on the head there.
Oh.
So he recently came out, pretty recently, talking about. So for one, he hates American films, hates them with a passion, and his top.
Well, we watch what happened with the Oscars. I mean, we all should probably be a little more skeptical of Hollywood.
I guess, but his least favorite American movies. I'll start with number 2. His like second, his one that he mentioned, Indiana Jones. Hates Indiana Jones.
Get out of here, Hayawazaki! You son of a bitch!
Hates Indiana Jones because, which I don't understand, because his reasoning is like it's always America versus the other guy.
Nazis?
I was like, yeah, Nazis, dude. I get it. Japan and Nazis were kind of cool for a while. Relax, okay? They're gone. Well, they're not gone, unfortunately. But you need to. I think you may want to redact some of the things. you say.
Imperial Japan is gone. I guess.
Maybe they're still. Maybe Hayawazaki's a. How do you say his name? Sorry, I'm probably.
I
being,
don't
probably
ask
being,
me how
probably
to
being
say
very
it.
disrespectful.
Yeah, don't ask me how to say
Hayao Miyazaki.
Hayao. Okay.
it.
Hayao?
There's no R.
Okay. Hayao.
Hey, here, I'll spell it for you. Hayao.
Hayao.
Yeah. So Hayao's he's one of the few imperialists left.
Yeah, probably.
Apparently.
And then his least favorite American film.
Choose
Is
your next
actually-
words. Hold on. Choose your next words wisely, Hayao.
Yeah. The Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Oh. Wow.
And it's because of like
really?
Yeah, because of like how again it's like
Hold on.
Like-
out of all the movies made, these are his least
You
favorite.
got your Fast
Because
and
of
the
how
Furious,
popular they
you
are.
got
that's why he hates them so much is because of how popular
Spirited
they
Away
are.
is super popular.
yeah.
I know, no, but he's saying like as American films, like they are the like
So does he not like trilogies? I know he doesn't make any sequels. To
maybe
his
that
movies,
probably is a
maybe.
big part of it.
Yeah.
um,
He doesn't like.
Which I mean, originally Harvey Weinstein tried to make the Lord of the Rings trilogy into one movie, and Peter
Yeah.
Jackson's like, "Go fuck yourself."
And
Yeah,
then Harvey said, I'll do it to somebody else.
yeah, yeah. I don't have to fuck myself, okay? I fuck others against their will. But anyways, yeah. So the Lord of the Rings trilogy he hates. Let me find out.
Do you know what we need? We need like a direct, like, do you remember the old show? Oh, I'm blanking on the name now. It was the claymation wrestling.
Celebrity
So
Deathmatch.
we need a celebrity death match, but with a director's death match. Like I would love to see Hayao versus Peter Jackson.
Yeah. So this is a quote from him about the Lord of the Rings trilogy. It says Americans shoot things and they blow up and they like and the like. So you'd expect they'd make movies like that. If someone is the enemy, it's okay to kill endless numbers of them. Lord of the Rings is like that. If it's the enemy, there's killing without separation between civilians and soldiers. That falls within collateral damage. Okay,
Did he not watch the
I
movies?
guess
Did he not
no.
read the
he
books?
didn't. He didn't watch the movies. Again, this is a American director's interpretation of a British film or a British book. And it's not even British technically, because I guess J.R.R. Tolkien was from a annexed or a free state.
Yeah, but he
which
taught
is
at
weird.
Oxford.
Yeah.
He was
So,
English.
yeah.
Here's the deal. Hayo is mad. Hayo is mad for the World War II
Big L.
metaphors
He had a big
that
L.
come with it because Tolkien was a World War II vet. So as an imperialist,
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe George.
Hayo is
Maybe they met
upset.
each other on the battlefield, but they were both out of ammunition, both out of like real weapons, and J.R.R. Tolkien just beat the shit out of him, but left him alive because he's a good guy, and took him prisoner, and then he got.
Well, I
sent
meant
home.
more in the fact that obviously Sauron and the orcs are all Nazis and imperial Japanese.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I can't wrap my head around the idea that it's like that it's for one an American film. It's just a movie about
it's actually
bad,
more, it's actually
good versus
more,
evil.
It's actually more of a New Zealand film. It was shot in New Zealand by a New Zealand director with actually a lot of British actors.
Lots of British actors
There's very
based on
little
a
American.
British book.
I mean, Viggo Mortensen might be the only American on set.
Yeah.
Orlando Bloom?
Is Orlando Bloom American?
No.
Really?
I thought Elijah Wood was.
No, Elijah Wood. Oh yeah, Elijah
Elijah
Wood
Wood
but
is,
he has
yeah.
an accent, so he might
Yeah.
as well be British.
No.
I think everybody does an accent in that movie, but
Okay,
Yeah.
I was wrong. There were a lot of Americans, okay, but
Yeah.
but there were also a lot of British people, and it was filmed in not
Liv,
even in
Liv
this country.
Tyler. Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah.
but yeah, I thought that was kind of a out of
Kind of
like
An
yeah,
unnecessary low blow that really doesn't make sense in the context.
Yeah.
Interesting.
and I get like film and art is all subjective.
Oh, I get it. I'm very pretentious when it comes to
yeah,
high quality film.
yeah.
But to come after Lord of the Rings like that, I mean, that's come on now.
And honestly, if you don't like Indiana Jones, like as not an
I get
American,
that. I
yeah,
get
if you're not
that.
American, and you don't like Indiana Jones, I can understand
'Cause-
that. It's pretty
I like.
Harrison Ford. He's just like that's America's. That's like the
Listen,
guy.
I don't get Indiana Jones is fun. Indiana
it's a-
Jones is
I like
what Indiana
Raiders.
Jones is.
But the other ones, I don't know.
You don't like the Crystal Skull? That's Shia LaBeouf. In
I
it.
don't really remember that one that well, but I like.
It
I
had
know,
Shia
I know I-
LaBeouf,
it's
one
been
of
a
the
while
greatest
since I've
actors of our generation.
Also, but having George,
Transformers was transformative.
George Lucas and Steven Spielberg coming together is that's a thing of beauty. It's absolutely gorgeous, and we got to see a fun, great film produced from it.
About beating
Killing-
up Nazis.
Beating Nazis.
Killing Nazis. That's why Inglourious Bastards is so fun.
Yeah, I bet Hayo hates that one too.
Yeah, probably. I imagine so. It's like, those are my
Of
friends.
course, yeah,
Those
just-
are my friends.
Just the Americans
You
killing
s-
everybody else.
Kill. Oh, there's the enemy. Better kill him.
Well, that's sad.
That's
That-
Hayo.
he's
Hayo-
very-
hold
he's-
on, Hayo had sympathy for the Jew hunter. That's why he didn't like Inglourious Bastards.
I mean, it was.
We're really stretching here.
I mean,
but
Christoph Waltz is hard not to like him in that movie. I mean, he does such a great job. But
I love him as a
Yeah.
villain,
yeah,
which
he's-
means you love to
he's-
hate him. Yeah, that's not true. I love Darth Vader. I mean,
So should we list some Japanese movies that we hate?
I don't know.
I don't really know any Japanese
yeah.
movies outside
I
of
mean,
Spirited Away and some
I
other anime
like
flicks.
I like most of his
Hold on,
movies.
what's
I know
do you,
that. So.
okay? What's that Korean film that just won the Oscars?
Parasite.
Parasite.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of
I haven't-
racist. if
I haven't
start
watched
trashing on Parasite because it's
And
Korean
and it's Korean. So
Well,
uh,
I do
Korea's
think-
been coming out with some bangers recently.
I do.
out of nowhere.
Okay, listen. I want to preface this. I did like Parasite a lot. I loved it. I thought it was funny. I thought it was awesome.
I haven't watched it yet.
But I
haven't?
couldn't.
No,
Oh wow,
I
that's
wanna
incredible.
see it.
It's really
help-
good.
Yeah.
But I couldn't help almost chuckle at the irony because it's about classism almost in different in wealth separation. So you have
It's a very classist.
but the people who
episode,
make this movie they're not poor. Let's just put it that way. So the tinge of irony, I couldn't help but just smile at these rich people playing as these poor people.
Well, I mean,
so poor people have to make their own movies now? Is that what we're talking
it's kind of
about?
impossible.
Well, no, but I'm just
About the
but
struggle.
you can't. I mean, I'm just saying the
Or-
irony
or
is
that-
funny
or
because
that
they're like,
anybody-
these rich people are bad. Hold on, we're all rich.
But
Well,
they
yeah,
might have
it's
been
not
poor
the-
at one time. You know.
Yeah, no,
It's,
I totally get. I'm just saying, there's a tinge of irony while watching it. It's like, oh, it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
That guy's a millionaire and he's making fun of millionaires for being bad. There's a little bit of irony. I understand. I get it. Some of us started from the bottom before we get to the top, and that's cool. I totally respect it. I'm against poor segregation too, whatever we call it. I'm against classism too. I'm just saying, there's a twinge of irony there.
Tyler has been to the mountaintop, and he's still there.
Got my own, got my
Looking down on all of us.
got my
Looking
own
down on all of
podcast.
yeah.
You guys don't have.
I mean, I hijack it every once in a while.
It might as well be your podcast. It is your podcast. Vince. It is your podcast, Tim.
Really?
It's our podcast.
Oh, Vince can have it. It's fine.
None of us were like, I don't want it. You take it, please. You got some other shocking news, controversial.
No, that one just had me fired up, and that was what I wanted to talk about today. But
Well,
I
you
can,
said you said you had some news.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, it was singular.
wait.
Some news was singular.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, a very important person to the entire planet Earth died this week.
Oh my gosh.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Yeah, and Jesus, but yeah, Gilbert
Oh.
Godfrey.
Well, we started off
You gotta- yeah.
on Easter, and you got really upset
I wasn't upset. I was just, I like
along with
you-
your
you-
taxes.
yeah, I was just more
Hey,
upset
just
about
so you know,
that,
Tim,
yeah.
Jesus was against taxes.
It was like the
convert-
only time that he showed anger.
Yeah, he converted tax collectors. He also flipped tables over people collecting taxes within the church.
He was getting mad.
Yeah, he definitely had a different
I
vision
think Peter
for the
was
world.
a tax collector too. I'm pretty sure it was Peter.
Yeah,
You know, where
he converted him.
Yeah.
No, Peter was a fisherman.
Oh,
I think it was Saul who was tax collector.
that's right.
yeah, but he definitely Jesus would not have been a capitalist, that's for sure.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
Or nationalist.
No one here ever said he
Yeah.
would be.
no. People like to pretend, though.
People like to pretend a lot of things, Tim.
Anyway, yeah, Gilbert Gottfried died. That was kind of sad.
It was sad.
Yeah.
He had cancer,
Like,
didn't he?
No, I think it was lung issues, but I'm not sure. Or
COVID?
heart condition. I'm not sure about that. But
Vince is on it.
but it sent me down a YouTube rabbit hole of like all his roasts over the like him being involved in the Comedy Central roasts all over the years. and
I didn't know
just,
he was that involved in that.
Yeah,
I didn't
he
really
had
watch that.
he had some of the dirtiest things that had probably ever been said at those things, and I don't know because they went back to he made a 9/11 joke like, or he was the first one to probably make a 9/11 joke after 9/11.
I'm not aiming for the truck.
That's one of my favorite ones, dude. That's so fun. That's a great meme, dude. It's such a funny one.
Because and so it was something like somebody yelled like too soon, and then he proceeded to tell like the dirtiest joke in history, which is like the aristocrats joke, which is
Tell it,
apparently
Tim.
Ledger. I don't know. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Godfrey at all.
Really?
Yeah.
He's
He does have like
voice
some
of,
just nasty.
Yeah,
You would recognize his voice, like you know.
Yeah.
Who he
But yeah,
is,
I
right?
heard
It's-
I heard he was on Aladdin as
Yeah.
a parrot or whatever. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I know who
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah. No, and it's just they did a lot of funny stuff with him reading like YouTube stuff with him reading like 50 Shades of Grey, like his voice.
Oh, that sounds like
reading,
fun. That sounds like fun.
It's pretty hilarious. I mean, his voice. I don't know. It sounds like it hurts him to talk. Like
That's what
I
he's
don't know
willing
how
to do for
I
his
don't know
performance.
how he does it, but yeah, how that's his voice.
He's a
but-
passionate comedian.
yeah. So anyway, but that's just something that happened this week. I
Yeah, it's too bad.
don't know.
We should. I do want to stick with. I mean, this is the second week in a row we talked about somebody dying.
It happens every week. I mean, every day, every minute, somebody dies. I guess, but
Last
This is a
man
big one.
standing. That's all life is.
uh,
I'm gonna beat you guys to the mountaintop. That's my goal
mountaintop.
of life, of not dying.
Okay.
Because that happens as you age. People just start dropping, and you're like, well, not me this time. I mean, we're still pretty young.
You want to outlive all your friends?
I want to outlive everybody. Tim, we've talked
wanna
about
be
this.
the
I don't
forever
want.
man.
I'm very scared of dying. I do not want to die. If I could live forever, I would.
Yeah, I don't have that goal because I don't want to go to that many funerals. I mean, that sounds like
you
a
stop going
it's a
eventually.
chore.
You stop going eventually.
Who's gonna
Hey,
remember that I wasn't there? I'll
look,
be dead soon.
Yeah, the way I see it, better them than me.
Damn. Cold blooded. Hell yeah.
Because Vince agrees with my sentiment here.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
to be
you-
heartless. I don't know.
Well, when I'm dead, I'm gonna be thinking better me than you guys.
Goes both. Yeah, it goes both ways. He'll be sitting up in heaven laughing at me. I'm trying to survive, and he's like, "This is so much better."
Yeah.
He's like, "What?"
Everybody's so afraid of this. I don't get it.
There's,
We talk up.
there's
we
unlimited.
talk.
There's unlimited Miller High Life.
We talk up heaven so much, but everybody's like terrified of dying. It's so funny.
Because we're terrified not to get into admissions. Get through admissions.
But we talk about a God that's so forgiving, but then we're terrified of like, well, we're not gonna be forgiven.
But that's the hubris of the human brain.
It's true.
Like,
We think that everything we've done is so much worse.
God's love and forgiveness goes to all, except for me.
Oh.
I'm just too bad.
Oh me, oh my. I really want to
Uh,
play a Gilbert Gottfried's aristocrat joke, but I can't find like a transcript of it. I can only find videos of it.
Yeah.
Ooh, I wonder if I put
It
transcript.
Or just do it on your phone.
I don't even want. I don't even like.
Is it too racy for Tim?
No, it's not too racy. It is like hard to get, like hard to almost listen to, but it was hilarious watching other people react to.
So it's a
when he
bad
did
joke. It's just more context is funny.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say it's a bad joke, but it depends on who's telling it. Like it definitely takes a really good comedian to tell it correctly, like him or Bob Saget, I think, are like the two top ones, because it's like a recycled joke, but apparently those are like the two guys
Hey,
that told it the
Did you
best.
guys have you guys listened to Grady's new podcast?
He has a new podcast?
Yeah, it's Grady thinks he's funny. Except for he's releasing it right now on the Nebraska Beer 30 stream.
Okay.
So if you're subscribed to that, you'll get. He's doing the first few episodes of that, and then creating this separate entity of. But it's he tells jokes, and then he has a guest rate the jokes.
We're giving Grady free shout-outs.
Yeah,
Well, I guess we always do that.
all right. Grady's been a listener since day one. Why would we
That's
not
true.
shout him out?
That's true. Well, I thought we'd had a thing, no free shout-outs, but That's a different
That was like the
podcast.
first 50 episodes we had that rule, and then we stopped caring. But no,
All
yeah,
right.
it's we can't because
Grady
we can't really
thinks he's
we can't
funny.
really promote Grady's podcast because it's
He
not
ha-
really, it's
he'll-
not really its
he
own
probably
thing yet.
already has more listeners, and nobody
Yeah.
knows about it yet.
Yeah.
So,
So we're not doing him any good. But
Yeah.
but it's still under his old podcast name, so it's a work in progress. It just made all this talk of jokes and comedians. He had some jokes,
Okay.
made me think of it. So it's Grady aspiring to be a stand-up comedian.
Okay. I'm
Stick to
here-
your day
here-
job,
I'm here
Grady.
for it.
Yeah, hopefully he never has us on his new podcast because like, Grady, we don't think you're funny. This is a bad idea to have us on here.
I think we make him funnier.
we
Yeah,
make everybody.
because
We make each other
sometimes-
funnier. We make everybody funnier.
Yeah. Because we're hilarious.
We're actually funny.
And by we, I mean me. Funniest guy.
Yeah,
I
not
know.
you, Tim.
Funniest guy I know.
Oldest joke
Okay.
in the book. That's like I used to my buddy Nick, he was on the podcast. He was on the fantasy football draft podcast. But when I first met him in high school, I was like, I don't like this guy. And I told him that afterwards, after we became friends. Like, I used to not like you. And he's like, why? He's like,
You're tall.
I was like, he's like, I thought you were full of yourself. He's like, I am. He's like, I'm the best person I know. He's like, nice.
Nick's good people.
Nick's good people. You think we might get a few more people coming down for the draft this year?
Let's fucking
He's gonna
go,
come
baby.
back.
Yeah, why wouldn't he?
Wow.
Except for Grady. Grady will not be a part of this draft.
Yep.
Speaking of which,
I mean, he can still come to the draft.
well, he didn't even come to the draft when he was part of the league.
It's
So why
true,
would he when
yeah.
he's not part of the league? Do need to find a replacement. Thank you, Grady, for the reminder. Because you're out.
Did you ship off the belt?
No, of course not.
Okay.
It's my belt.
I didn't see it.
It was given to me fair and sure by Ron,
Who
who ended up winning.
Now owns it again.
I'm waiting on the
Yeah.
placard to get in with his name on it.
Okay.
That's what we're waiting for.
Yeah.
If I ever
Wait.
win, which is a big if I ever win,
Yeah, if you're in town, you can have it. I'm
Oh,
not paying.
okay.
I'm just saying, I'm not paying.
because I'll be
shipping.
wearing it
Yeah.
like every day.
He'll go to work with
Yeah.
this big fantasy football championship belt. Fortunately, though, Vince will never
Carried over
win.
the shoulder.
Okay, a little
A little harsh.
mean.
I'm actually really excited this year for our fantasy draft because,
You say that every year.
well, yeah, it's always fun, but this year's going to be a little mixed because obviously we have people like Ron and Brandon who just strictly draft Seahawks players. What's going to happen with Russell Wilson now being in the draft with another team? They're probably still going to be fighting over him.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now
They haven't disowned him.
Drew Lock's going to get picked in the second round of our draft this year.
Oh man.
This
I
is the
don't know.
only.
We should should we just call producer Ron?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Because I have no. I honestly have not talked to him about Russell Wilson at all.
Well, I mean, we don't know. We still don't know where he's going, but like, yeah, I can imagine him just not being on the seat. What? I don't understand.
What? Oh, where Russell Wilson
He's
will
still, he's still
ultimately
denying
land.
it. He's still denying it.
Yeah.
Denying what?
Russell Wilson is your quarterback. It's okay.
Not my quarterback.
You guys are like picked to go to the Super Bowl now with him in charge.
Hey, Ron, we're recording the podcast.
Yes, sir.
I haven't. I really. We were talking about it. I realized I haven't asked you. What are your thoughts on Russell Wilson leaving?
I think they're dumb.
Seahawks or Russell Wilson
Or Denver.
or Denver?
Yeah.
Who's dumb in
Denver
this
is the
situation?
dumbest.
The Seahawks. Denver
Yeah.
got what they needed. They'll be a contender this year.
So but you're not mad at Russ for trying to force his way out?
No. No, I don't think they were willing to pay him what he wanted. But no, I don't think they're dumb. I think it's a good move for everybody. I think he deserves a chance to go get protected and not get the crap beat out of him for a year or two.
Okay, and
That's fair.
I have one last question.
Yeah.
Will you consider drafting him in fantasy football even though he doesn't play for the Seahawks?
Oh yeah. I still would. I still think he's a great quarterback, and I think he's going to do good things in Denver. I don't think it'll be at least as good as in Seattle. They'll throw a little bit more, so it'll get better protection. I think he'll have a great year.
Vince, you have anything to
Yeah.
say?
What do you mean he's Denver? In Denver? I don't understand.
Vince is still in denial that he got traded.
Denial
to
of
Denver.
what?
Is he unhappy?
Yeah, he hates
Yeah.
Russell Wilson.
He hates Russell Wilson.
Yep.
Kind of irrationally.
Irrationally.
Yeah.
I
think it's very rational.
What's that?
He thinks. Does he think that's not an upgrade for Denver?
For what they gave away for him? No.
It's not worth the price, he says.
Well, no, it wasn't. But
Thank you.
They had to do
but
something.
But for the next 3 years, it was definitely worth it. They were short-sighted, though.
Yeah.
This is what I see happening. I see him having a great year this next year, and then they trade him.
Vince will get on board with that.
Interessante.
I don't like
can
that
see
idea.
In a year or two, I can see them moving him out of Denver.
Or they're going to have to move him out because he's going to complain and want to get
I mean,
traded.
and Mile High Stadium already caught fire because of the supposed move to Denver.
Who's going to want to live in Denver? I mean,
Yeah, well, apparently he bought the most expensive house in Denver.
well, yeah, his house here is for sale for $36 million. So
Yeah, the house in Denver he bought for like $59 million
He upgraded.
or $51 million, I think it was. Something
yeah,
stupid.
that was his wife. Then.
Such a humble Christian too. I love that guy. What a
All right,
humble
thanks, Ron.
guy.
We were talking about it, and I realized I hadn't asked your opinion. So,
That's funny. I don't care who you are.
all right, we'll see you at the draft.
Thanks, Ron.
Thanks,
Bye.
Ron. Our phenomenal producer
Yeah.
Ron is a little delusional about Russell going to Denver, I guess, but you know, it's okay.
It is,
No.
but hey, he is very humble. I saw that he had already started visiting the children's hospitals once he got to
good.
Denver.
Hey, I know I could give $51 million to this hospital to help you guys, but
I'm just gonna
I
visit.
need
instead.
I need somewhere to live.
Anyway,
Do you think he like told his publicist to release something when he went to visit the children's hospital?
Most definitely,
Get this on Instagram.
dude. It's all. I fucking hate him. I hate him so much.
So but now we're clear that in our fantasy draft coming up, all the Seahawk fans, Russell Wilson still is in contention for being drafted.
It sounds like it.
Yep.
I mean, it sounds like it's going to be Ron that picks him up.
I wouldn't count out Brandon from still trying to get him.
You think so?
Oh yeah, Brandon's very loyal.
To Russell Wilson?
Yeah.
Interesting. Even though he was like kind of the guy that wanted it out. Let's see.
But
Again, that's just unbelievable to me.
I
Like,
will say I will
Again,
give-
they
I
don't
will
care
give-
anything about the Seahawks. They care about a
Hey,
specific
hey,
player.
I will give. Well, we've known for a long time. Seahawks fans give credit to themselves
It's true.
for their success, but I will give Matt, our listener, credit for because he's even said like I'm kind of with Vince now. That Russell Wilson was like trying to get out. Matt's like, hold on, a second, like I thought
Yeah.
you were all for Seattle and for 12s and stuff. And
No,
like,
he's
"Yeah,
fake.
nah." Yeah.
He's a
So I
punk.
will give kudos to Matt though for kind of seeing the truth.
I see why he got rid of the jersey now. That's why he.
Well, that's why he
hates
it wasn't a gift. He's
Yeah.
like, I don't want this shit in my
Yeah,
closet
yeah.
anymore.
He's like, but I spent money on it. I'm not gonna be one of those idiots that burn it.
But yeah, I will say there are definitely some Seattle fans who are
Damn, Tim. 3
taxes. Man. Come on, man. They're getting screwed over by the government.
Now I'm getting screwed over by TurboTax.
He's still, literally, still not mad at the people who robbed you. Interest free.
Don't get it. Anyways, back
Yeah.
to football. I don't know what else.
I don't know what we're talking about.
I don't know either.
Fantasy football draft.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
we're-
speaking of Denver, is there any smoke to that fire or fire that smoke?
A little soon, Tim.
About Von Miller,
no, he's at the Bills, dude.
but
Hold on, what?
that thing like about his apparently he's been like snorting cocaine or something like that.
I haven't
and,
heard
like,
any of that.
I don't
Who
know.
cares?
It
He
was
won the
like-
Super Bowl. Anybody
That
who
is
wins the Super Bowl is
true.
allowed to do whatever they want, including cocaine.
and like, or something like that.
And he can
hasn't
afford
seen
it.
his
He can
kid.
afford getting it without fentanyl.
That's true.
Yeah, hopefully.
Probably.
Hopefully,
Yeah,
Vaughn,
I
please.
got-
I don't know, but it
please.
seems like
Please buy the test kits or whatever the fuck. Just whatever cocaine you're doing, just make sure there's no fentanyl, please. I'm begging you.
But it-
We need you, Vaughn. The
Yeah.
NFL needs you.
But I guess he had this sort of same baby mama
drama.
baby mama drama last year. I don't know what it was.
It's just off season. It's just
Yeah.
off season clicks, man.
That's probably
Vaughn's good.
That's probably true.
He just signed a. Did you guys, Tim? Did you
I'm
see?
really sad that we couldn't keep him, but I
Hold
get
on.
it.
Did you
I
see?
get
Did you
it.
see his video where he
Uh-uh.
called Sean McVay to tell him?
Oh,
He's like, it's not
No,
about
I
the money, man.
really?
And then he signs like a $89 million year
Yeah.
contract.
I
with
mean,
the Bills.
I did not see him staying. I mean, that's fine. Like, you know,
He
wi-
gave you
as
guys-
long,
he gave
as,
you guys
long as
Super Bowl.
we got AD back.
Yeah.
We got Stafford, Cup. We got a couple. We got Bobby Wagner for some
the
reason.
guys, the draft's
like,
coming up. I'm so excited. I love the
I don't know.
draft. I don't know anything about any of the college players that come out, but I love
Oh
watching
yeah,
the
that's
draft.
right. That's the end of this month. isn't
Yeah,
it?
I'm so excited.
Yeah. Should we? Well, I guess there isn't a thing at the cigar lounge again, but we could go there.
I mean, I
again
could
for
message.
that.
I could message Steven Jackson, so he'll come back.
Yeah. It'd be awesome.
I am down. Are you down with that, Vince? Just
What?
make an
Sorry?
annual draft party at the cigar bar,
Like first
at
night,
Capital
yeah.
Cigar.
that could be really fun.
That was fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it won't be as fun without Steven Jackson, but
Yeah, I mean, we could always try to invite him back.
he did like
I don't
one
know
of
that-
our posts on Instagram, so maybe I'll just message him back. Hey, man,
Yeah, DM that dude. Be
we
like,
would
hey, man,
love you to come back.
we can't pay you anything,
Can't
but
pay you
yeah,
anything.
I
we
think
will-
him and the.
I'll buy you a cigar.
They are friends.
Yeah.
The guy who owns it.
Yeah.
Do we need to get in? We
See
need
what-
to get in good with the cigar bar owner.
I tried, but I looked at the club membership, and it's like $800 every 4 months, and I'm like,
Holy shit!
I want to be in your good graces. Can't afford it. I can barely afford.
that means
I can
we're
barely
just
afford the cigars that I'm buying.
Yeah,
if we can't afford it
uh,
with our money. That means we're just gonna have to use our charm. You know,
which we are very charming
we're
people.
very charming.
Yeah. I do want to go back there because God, I do love that place. It's like smoking in a hospital. It really is. Like
It's
it
so
is-
nice and clean.
It is
and
so clean. And
That's
like
really weird.
Well, no, I'm just saying,
Like,
Well, it's a great.
insane.
It's a great
like-
establishment.
yeah.
like
A great facility.
And hopefully this time I won't be dressed like a fucking idiot.
Mechanic.
Yeah.
You'll just be dressed
you'll
like
be
a
less
trucker.
you'll be less oily this time.
Well, hopefully
It's
when
on
I dress like a
Thursday
trucker
night.
this time, it'll be like a Burt Reynolds trucker. That'll be looking good.
you gotta get your butt bump.
Oh, Tim!
Oh, get that
When
up on
did
the
you
Get
have
that up on
that?
the camera, Tim.
Oh my god!
Get that belt buckle
That's
up on the camera.
amazing. And it's got a horse.
Oh my gosh.
What the hell? You've been holding out on us?
How long have you had that belt buckle?
It was my grandpa's, so yeah.
So it's badass.
I do want to. I do just want. I do.
He didn't like win it or anything.
I
It's
hate
not
to-
Like, it's not like a.
Yeah,
it's
I
not
don't
like a
care.
rodeo.
I hate to do this. I hate to do this. but
Grandpas
for-
are badass.
I hate to do this, but for the record, I have a better belt buckle than Tim does.
Wait,
This
okay.
is my only belt buckle.
cool. You never wear it, so you're not
I
cool
don't
at
have
all.
a belt. I have a cool belt buckle though.
Oh, yeah?
Then get a belt where you can put it on.
Did you win a mutton busting contest?
Nope, I got it from my
contest?
grandpa, who apparently had better taste than your grandpa.
Ooh,
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I got real passionate about belt buckles there for a second.
My grandpa
I'm more
could beat
about
up your grandpa.
My grandpa was a farmer.
I think my grandpa would be the winner of any battle royale between the grandpas. I'm sorry.
Why do you say that?
I mean, because for one, he was a farmer growing up.
Okay, so was mine.
Okay. Then he worked as a truck driver where he was throwing windows, which weigh hundreds of pounds apiece. Just
Yeah,
Hand
but
him off.
my grandpa was a preacher. He has the grace of God behind him. You ain't competing with that, Vince. or I shouldn't say you're not. Your grandpa's not competing with that.
I guess when they're all in heaven together, they can have a little battle royale.
No, they're probably all just laughing at us.
That's true.
These fucking idiots.
Yeah. Probably very disappointed in me.
Your grandpa? Oh, that's sad, Tim. Don't say that.
Yeah, why would you say that?
I don't know.
He always
'Cause
had
of how
aspirations
liberal
for
you
you to
are?
cut trees
Is it because of how
and
liberal
kill
you
the
are?
earth.
No, actually, I think he's more okay with it than
Okay with what? Say that again.
how liberal I am.
Oh.
No, actually, he was. That was one of the things. Like I actually gained his respect by not like towing the family line on that one, like because it was a thing like in my small little town. Like
You know what, Tim? I respect you.
I don't-
For
he
standing
never
up for
said-
yourself and have your own opinion.
he never said
fuck
that.
you.
He never said that, but it was pretty funny. It was
So
like,
you were projecting then.
the first time I went to a caucus, I went to the Democratic caucus when I was like 8 or,
For
or
Bernie?
17. No, it was like when I was 17.
Was it as big of a shit show as it was last time?
No. This was for Obama back in 2008.
Which he's narrating a new Netflix documentary. I don't know if you
Yeah,
guys saw it.
I fall asleep to it every
What's the
night.
what's the documentary?
It's nice.
It's just about national parks around the world. And
Yeah.
like him talking about like the different
Are,
wildlife
are
and
you
stuff in
guys
it.
going to try to impersonate him?
Anyways, finish my short story.
Hey, I bet I bet Grady could do an Obama impersonation. Should we call him too? We're just calling everybody.
While you're
We're at
doing
peak
that,
It must be a Tyler thing. Because again, I've been listening to Tim and Tyler on the radio, and it's just
Todd and Tyler.
Todd and Tyler. What the
Tim
fuck?
and Tyler.
I don't know. I don't care.
Someday.
It's so bad, dude. It's so bad. I don't know how you like the show, dude. They literally had like guests on, and Tyler was like, they're trying to talk. Like Tyler asked them a question, they're trying to talk about it, and then he's just like, wait, like, and they're still trying to talk, and then he'll
Yeah,
stop.
that's
And then, dude, I'm like,
Is that what I-
we
that
got
what I
the-
sound like?
We got the
shut
same.
up.
We got the same fucking Tyler.
Is that what I sound like?
Kinda, yeah.
All right, sorry. Go ahead. Tim.
Anyways, what I was saying is that when I walked up to the
All right,
courthouse,
guys. Thanks for listening to the
do-
Garage Talk podcast.
that was good. That was a good bit. I like it.
As I walked up to the courthouse, somebody
During the Democratic caucus, is that what we're back on now?
not back on. I was just. It's really. I have like 2 more sentences to say
Go ahead.
that I don't even want to fucking finish anymore because I'm done. No, you keep interrupting. No, I don't want it anymore.
It was a joke, Tim. I'm really curious now. What happened on the steps of the courthouse?
That was the most disingenuous. That was just so bad.
Go ahead, Tim. I'm away from my mic.
It's not even. It's not gonna be funny anymore. Or it wasn't even funny to begin with. But now it's ruined. The moment was ruined.
This is so sad. Get along, you two, okay? Get along. Your family. Maybe not by blood.
Because we're so far separated from what started this. We went on 4 separate tangents in between here and there.
All started by this guy, by the way.
Anyways, what somebody said is, holy shit, a Vogler's a Democrat, hell just froze over. So yeah, that was it. Yeah. And I told him that and he laughed. And I thought that was funny. So, yeah. anyway. I told my grandpa that, and yeah, he agreed. Yeah, so that's funny, but not really a Democrat now. Wouldn't that's just what I'm registered as. Both parties suck. So, anyways, yeah.
Yeah, I'm registered Republican, and I fucking hate the Republican Party right now.
That's so weird,
Dude.
I'm sure. How much fucking stupid junk mail do you get just because you're registered as a?
Well, I got so much shit from
Republican?
Fartenberry during the time, and which is now super funny to think about. But
Yeah, he might go to jail.
you
can come back,
You
Tyler.
know he won't see any prison time, right, Tim?
No, I said he might.
He won't.
I know he won't.
There's
But
not a
there
chance.
is like in the possibilities.
It's not a possibility. I don't think it's a possibility.
Tyler, you can come back now.
Aw.
Oh,
Aw. Tim and Vince show. Tim and Vince show. Hell yeah, dude. So we're gonna talk about Magic the Gathering again now, Tim. Now it's just me. I knew it. I knew I could do it. All right.
okay. Can we end it now?
Oh, we're wrapping it up? Okay. Well, I gotta go to Omaha because I'm gonna go play Magic the Gathering. So thank you all for joining us today on this amazing episode, I'd say. A lot of fun. A lot of talking. Now it's even better because I'm the only one talking. And so you're all welcome for that. And thank you to Tim and Tyler for finally giving me the spotlight that I've so well deserved. I appreciate that.
It looks so crooked.
Anyways, so join us again next week where we'll talk about Magic the Gathering again. Thank you guys, and have